The package arrived on an ordinary Tuesday, disrupting the mundane rhythm of my life. I had just settled into my usual routine, a cup of coffee in hand, when the doorbell rang. It was a plain wooden box, no larger than a book, with no return address or any indication of its sender. The wood was smooth, yet aged, hinting at a story waiting to be told. Inside, nestled in crimson velvet, lay a tarnished silver pocket watch, its intricate engravings whispering of forgotten eras. The craftsmanship was exquisite, each detail meticulously carved. Beside it, a faded sepia photograph depicted a woman in 1920s attire, her eyes holding a gaze both familiar and hauntingly distant. Her expressions seemed to reach out across time, connecting us in an inexplicable way. A folded piece of parchment completed the enigmatic tableau, its looping script hinting at a secret history yearning to be unveiled. The paper was fragile, as if it had been handled many times over the years. The words on the parchment spoke of a legacy, of a family secret passed down through generations, and of the pocket watch, a key to unlock a world beyond the veil of time. It mentioned places and names that seemed both foreign and oddly familiar. It was a call to adventure, an invitation to explore the annals of history firsthand, and at its heart lay a mystery surrounding my own lineage, a mystery intertwined with the woman in the photograph. The more I read, the more I felt a connection to this unknown past. Intrigued and more than a little apprehensive, I found myself drawn to the watch's allure, its intricate mechanism ticking like a countdown to an uncertain future. Each tick seemed to echo in the quiet room, amplifying the sense of urgency. As the sun began its westward descent, casting long shadows across the room, I found myself inexplicably drawn to the pocket watch. The light played off its surface, creating an almost magical glow. With hesitant fingers, I traced the engravings on its surface, feeling a strange energy thrumming beneath my touch. It was as if the watch was alive, pulsating with a history that demanded to be uncovered. It was as if the watch itself was beckoning me forward, urging me to unlock its secrets. The sense of mystery was overwhelming, and I knew that this was just the beginning of an extraordinary journey. The world dissolved into a dizzying swirl of light and motion as I wound the watch, feeling the weight of history in my hands. The air crackled with an unseen energy, and the familiar surroundings of my study melted away, replaced by a cacophony of sounds and scents from a bygone era. The scent of coal smoke and the distant chatter of people filled the air, transporting me to a different time. I stumbled, my senses overwhelmed by the sudden shift, and found myself standing on a cobblestone street, the rumble of Model T Fords replacing the hum of distant traffic. The ground beneath my feet felt solid yet foreign, a stark contrast to the modern pavement I was used to. Towering buildings scraped the sky, their ornate facades adorned with flickering gaslights that painted the night in hues of amber and gold. The architecture was a testament to a time of grandeur and elegance, each building telling its own story. The year was 1927, the heart of the roaring 20s, and I was a stranger in a world teetering on the precipice of change. The streets were alive with the spirit of innovation and the promise of a brighter future. The air buzzed with an electric energy, a sense of boundless possibility mixed with the lingering shadows of a world war. It was a time of great contrast where hope and despair walked hand in hand. Jazz music spilled out from hidden speakeasies, its syncopated rhythms echoing the rapid pulse of the city. The melodies seemed to weave through the air, inviting all who heard them to join in the revelry. Everywhere I looked, people danced, laughed, and lived with a fervor that was both exhilarating and a little bit terrifying. The energy was infectious, drawing me into the vibrant tapestry of life in the 20s. Standing there amidst the swirling chaos, I felt a strange mix of exhilaration and trepidation. The past was alive around me, and I was both an observer and a participant in its unfolding drama. The pocket watch, now warm to the touch, seemed to pulsate with an inner light, a beacon in this unfamiliar time. It was as if the watch itself was guiding me, a silent companion on this journey through history. The cryptic letter had spoken of a rendezvous, a meeting at a hidden jazz club known as the Gilded Cage. The name itself conjured images of mystery and intrigue, a place where secrets were whispered and destinies intertwined. With a deep breath and a quickening pulse, I ventured into the labyrinthine streets of 1920s New York, the echoes of the past, guiding my every step. Each corner I turned held the promise of discovery, and I felt the weight of history pressing in on me, urging me forward into the unknown. The Gilded Cage was a dimly lit sanctuary from the city's frenetic energy, a smoky den of secrets where the music flowed as freely as the bootleg liquor. The air hung heavy with the scent of perfume, cigar smoke, and whispered conversations. I navigated through the throng of dancers, my eyes searching for any clue, any sign that would lead me to the heart of the mystery.
At a secluded table shrouded in shadows, I found her, Emily, the woman from the photograph, her eyes holding the same captivating gaze that had drawn me across time itself. Emily, as I soon learned, was my great-grandmother, a trailblazing scientist and inventor whose contributions to history had been lost to time. She explained that the pocket watch was no mere timepiece. It was a device of her own creation, a marvel of chronometric engineering that allowed the wearer to navigate the corridors of time. The watch, she revealed, was passed down through our lineage, entrusted to those deemed worthy of its power.
Emily's story poured out a tale of scientific breakthroughs, secret societies, and a hidden world where brilliant minds gathered to shape the future. She was part of an exclusive group, the Chronos Society, dedicated to exploring the mysteries of time and safeguarding its delicate balance. It was a world of both wonder and danger, where one wrong move could unravel the very fabric of reality. And I, it seemed, was now a part of it. The Chronos Society was a veritable who's who of history's greatest minds, a gathering of eccentric geniuses and visionary thinkers, each one a luminary in their own right. Hidden in plain sight, they worked tirelessly, often in secret, their inventions and discoveries shaping the course of the 20th century and beyond. I found myself seated across from Albert Einstein, his shock of white hair framing a face etched with both brilliance and childlike wonder, as he debated the nature of time and space with a fiery young physicist named Marie Curie. Their conversation was a dance of intellect, each idea sparking another.
In a dimly lit laboratory, I watched in awe as Nikola Tesla, a whirlwind of energy and innovation, tinkered with his latest creation, a device that crackled with raw power, promising to revolutionize communication and transportation. His hands moved with a precision that spoke of countless hours of dedication.
And in a secluded hangar outside the city, I stood shoulder to shoulder with a determined Amelia Earhart, her eyes gleaming with an adventurous spirit as she prepared for her daring transatlantic flight. The air was thick with anticipation, every detail meticulously checked.
These weren't just names in history books, they were flesh and blood, their dreams and ambitions shaping the world around them. Each one carried the weight of their era's hopes and fears. However, amidst the intellectual fervor, a shadow lurked. A rival faction, driven by greed and a lust for power, sought to seize control of Emily's time-bending technology. Their intentions were far from noble. Their aim was not to safeguard history, but to rewrite it, to bend the world to their will, regardless of the consequences. The stakes were higher than I could have ever imagined. The fate of the past, present, and future hung precariously in the balance. Every decision, every action could ripple through time. And I, a simple historian suddenly thrust into extraordinary circumstances, was now on the front lines of a temporal war. The responsibility was immense and the outcome uncertain.